He's got to take the momentum back from Kelvin Gastelum.
Oh, it was high. Look at that.
Oh.
Wow. Detection. Adesanya retreats. He's upset for Gastelum.
He is in trouble.
Now Adesanya throws some offense.
2-2 going into the fifth.
20 minutes down. Gastelum raises his hands.
That is the most hurt we've ever seen Israel Adesanya for sure to fight. The most adversity he's ever felt.
Feeling good heading into round 5. You may be 2-2 more.
Wow, it all comes down to this. The final 5 minutes to determine the UFC's interim middleweight champion. Both guys known for having tremendous cardio. Nice handiwork there from Adesanya. Gastelum's hurt.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Adesanya is showing championship hard right now.
We have had some epic middleweight title fights and another one here. Oh!
Kelvin's in trouble.
We might get a stoppage here. Big elbow from Adesanya.
Oh man, what a performance by Adesanya. Israel's trying to finish Wada.
Wow! One of the greatest title fights you will see.
And new interim UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last stylebender, Adesanya.
I don't think about scorecards. All I need is one round. I kept on saying in my native tongue of Yoruba, Ayabiakun. Ayabiakun. I was willing to die, honestly, but I knew I was willing to give it all and leave it all in there. And I said, let's go. But like I said, he's a Mexican warrior, but hey, I got that Mexicano with me too.
I know for a fact I'm the best in the world. I've said this before over and over and over and over again until it's just tiring. I said it before I even got in the UFC. I feel like the best. I know I'm the best, but no one's listening, and I didn't care. Fuck the rest. I just had to do me. So, again, what are they gonna say now?
My last question. A fight like tonight, it's a star-making type of performance. I'm just curious, how big do you think the Robert Whittaker fight can be?
One of the biggest sporting events in Australasian history, in Oceanic history.
This is the biggest fight in Australian MMA history, and it's boxing, kickboxing, Australian fight sports. You have a guy in Robert Whittaker who I think is criminally underrated.
The Reaper, Whittaker!
Beautiful butt kick to the body. And look how smart he is, right? Some guys will get over aggressive. Look at this. Whittaker on top.
Champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker!
He doesn't get talked about enough.
Robert Whittaker is a devastating traditional martial artist.
One of these guys that can face every style at any time because striking is his comfort zone.
It was pretty impressive. I mean, not just that you're fighting for the title, but 20 months ago, you're on the prelims, you know, making your debut there. Now, not only are you fighting for the title, stadium, you know, huge event. Give me an idea, man. Did you see this coming this quickly?
Yeah, that's why we took our time to get into the UFC. You know, I hit Dana up in 2015. I slid in the DMs and I was like, we can do this, you know, but we took our time just to make sure we can jump in the deep end. And I got signed to the UFC in February last year, and I've had 6 fights in the company now. That's unprecedented. No one's ever done that.
And I'm feeling really good for this fight. And honestly, I just want to have fun. When I'm having fun, I'm the best in the world.
I see a lot of people pointing to the Gastelum fight and saying, look, Gastelum didn't quite get it done, but he did a lot of things that Rob can do. Did you look at that fight and say, yeah, there's the spots I need?
100%. If Gastelum can do that much work, I can. I like to think I've got a better skill set than Gastelum. I think I have a better skill set than Izzy.
It's Chloe saying if Gastelum can hit you, he can hit you. What do you sort of make of that?
I know what I did wrong in that fight. I'm not perfect as much as I might look like I am. I aim and fire. When I hurt you, I'll find the shot and I'll put him away.
What do you think about his
Honestly, I don't care. Something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to defend the belt here in Australia.
Robert, he does not want to let everyone down. He's in his home country. He doesn't want to let everyone down.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the UFC interim middleweight champion, Broken Native, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya. $184, the official weight for the interim champ, Israel Adesanya. And his opponent, the reigning, defending UFC middleweight champion of the world, Australia's best, the Reaper, Robert Whittaker.
Well, man, I mean, 2015, when this was Etihad, I remember being way up there. I watched him fight as well. So I remember watching and thinking, this is going to be me one day. I was in the nosebleeds, and now I'm about to make his nosebleed.
Martial arts moment. He has taken this sport by storm. He moves every needle, celebrity and otherwise, that you would want him to move. He is 17-0, but tonight he figures to be facing his stiffest challenge to date considerably as Israel Adesanya takes on Robert Whittaker.
Some guys just have it, right? Some guys just have it. That thing. Israel Adesanya has that thing. He's that guy that brings groups together, not only because of his ability to fight, but he is a flat-out entertainer. He can entertain you before the fight, but when the octagon door closes, you are going to be entertained. He's one of the best that step foot in the octagon, and he always brings it. This is a moment. Like, these are dreams. This is what dreams are made of, you know? You in there with a guy that wants to take what's yours. It's the best feeling in all sports. Has to be. Whittaker has to make this fight a little bit dirty. It can't look too clean. If it looks too clean, you're fighting Israel's fight. If it's just a straight kickboxing match, there aren't many people in the world that can beat Israel at that. You got to make it ugly a little bit. Throwing big old looping punches, not being as straight as he normally is. Wants to get to Adesanya.
Adesanya with authority up top. Whittaker wise to raise that.
Whittaker's throwing everything so hard. Adesanya's still just kind of feeling him off.
Adesanya trying to create an angle there. Coming.
A very close round, a big action.
Is that the end of the round? Okay, that was the horn. Okay.
Oh my goodness, I thought the fight was
huge knockdown.
Big moment for the interim champion.
Horn sounded a lot louder on the replay than in real time. Yeah. Second round underway now. We'll see the extent to which Robert Whittaker is compromised after a big moment for the last style bender to close round one. How about the dexterity, the head movement for Israel Adesanya?
He's got Rock chasing him, and he's just sliding out of range. That right hook counter landed beautiful.
Oh, beautiful body work now from Adesanya.
Starting up something. I'm starting to get to his flow. Gotta be very careful.
And now, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, the last style bender.
I remember everything like an elephant. And like I said, I was in the nosebleeds. And now I made his nose bleed. I've said that for so long. They said I don't have no knockout power. You too skinny, bro. Do you know who's next? I got this overly inflated balloon animal. This heavy Ricky Martin wannabe. This Poha China. He better not step in there because this is my cage tonight. Trust me, when I'm done with him, he'll really look like Ricky Martin. Botched.
Here we are, there was a big fight. It looked like all roads were pointing to Paulo Costa, and then you call out a guy, and Yoel Romero's lost 3 of his last 4, and he's a monster.
I was trying to fight Paula, but you know, he hurt his bicep, bro. And he's gonna take 9 months to get better, bro. Romero is just a guy that he's another one of these guys in this era that everyone's like, ooh, oh no. So I feel like I have to take him out. I saw him around. I've not had any interactions with him, but I've seen him around. So I'll see you soon, boy.
Hey, Israel. I see you soon, boy.
Well, one of the things that Masvidal, who's friends with Yoel, said, I respect the fuck out of Adesanya because he asked for that beast.
No, you don't understand. To build the legend of Izzy, him asking for Yoel,
Yes.
everybody in the game respects that.
Really happy you get. This is a real level test fight for Stylebender. This is where we find out what's up. Because this is without a doubt the most dangerous and the most experienced guy he's ever fought. That's really. Oh, he stunned him.
Dynamic striker with a perfect record of 18-0. Welcome to the stage, the UFC middleweight champion of the world, the last stylebender, Israel Adesanya.
Dana, feel free to chime in. What do you think it's going to take, Stylebender, to become the cash cow, the #1 guy, the face of the UFC, surpassing Conor McGregor as the most popular fighter in this organization?
And I came to LA for 1 day, did a gang of work, still trained, came to Houston, trained straight away as I got here, slept, woke up, trained, did some media, and I'm here again. That's why I'm going to be the next cash cow of the UFC, because I work. He says I don't talk, I just do. Get you a man that can do both.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I'm so
My heart is beating
Can't be
so
good
fast.
for the long-term health.
My goosebumps.
It is crazy what this job does to you. Can't do
Especially
too many.
for a
Can't
fight
do
like
too many
this.
of them.
For a fight like this.
Man, nothing like a UFC championship on pay-per-view.
Adesanya going orthodox early. He is in the black and gold, befitting a champion.
Look at Yoel.
Look at Yoel, man. I'm telling you, it's like, what's he doing? Look at Yoel.
He's giving you something to think about.
I mean, I don't. Yeah. Yes, they had already gotten going.
He looks like he's 220 pounds right now.
He looks big, yo. And
there's no way it's going to stay like this. I should not say that, though.
Izzy will not allow him to do this for 5 rounds.
Well, MMA is the theater of the unpredictable. Weird round one.
Steal rounds, that's about as good as it gets for a guy that doesn't want to put out too much of a workload. Adesanya's going to have to take some chances.
A lot with Romero in advance of this title fight.
It's insane how Mike Brown...
Adesanya had landed a big counter left from Romero. Fight being contested at Romero's pace. Little flurry there from the champion.
Close the range a little bit. I know it puts him in a little more danger, but it allows him to fight his fight.
Ooh, there he goes. Woo.
Beautiful inside leg and canal. Adesanya goes high, under 40 seconds now to go round 2. Ranges in 2, 3, and 4, and now 5 for Adesanya.
That's what I would imagine it would look like in the judges' eyes. Look at this.
It's such a slow pace.
But Izzy did a great job there of avoiding that takedown, and Yoel did not like that leg kick.
Yep, it's 2.5 minutes to go here to try to dethrone Adesanya. Considered. Final 10 seconds of the fight. Romero seemingly raising his hands in victory. So there it is, Israel Adesanya and Yoel Romero. A little dust up there late in the fight. They go the 25-minute distance.
I don't know, man.
Not the fight we expected.
No.
But at the highest level, there's risk management. There's so many things that go into it.
Not the fight that everybody was hoping to see, that was wanting to see. It looked like even you looked a little bit disappointed at the end. Just give me an idea kind of what went wrong, I guess. I mean, who should shoulder blame for the way that fight played out?
I mean, it's not the fight I wanted to have. I had a different vision for how this fight was going to end. But it takes 2 to tango. You know, I can't force a guy to fight. I mean, I might as well have just used a training dummy at my gym as my sparring partner, you know. But yeah, it was just really bizarre because I was expecting a little bit more. And I need people to try and take this shit off me. Keep trying.
Paulo Costa, I think he's a different guy now. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Paulo Costa is at the top of the heap for a real reason now, and a lot of it is dedication.
Adesanya is afraid. He's afraid to fight against big guys. I will destroy him. I will hit him so badly. He will cry inside the cage.
Just the second time, by the way, in UFC history that 2 undefeated males fight for a UFC championship.
I love this fight. I mean, I think this is one of the most exciting fights the UFC can make. I think that Israel Adesanya is a massive star. As you see, Israel Adesanya is just one of those guys that now I watch him and I feel like I can feel almost like the star radiate off of him.
Left to be said, it's just time to fight. And there's no really beef. It's just we don't like each other because of energies, and that's okay. It's oil and water, and I stay like water.
But Paulo Costa is as dangerous a fighter as anyone can hope for.
To take his head off, to kill or be killed. There's no reason to be anxious or nervous. Just be relaxed, go inside, and do what I love to do, what I think I'm born to do.
What kind of addition to your legacy does this particular fight make for you?
Well, it adds a big one in the sense that the casuals get to see that muscles don't win fights, that skill, technique, and brain power wins fights.
Because against Adesanya is personal, you know. He's afraid. Adesanya is nothing. Adesanya is the most shameful champion I have seen ever.
Like, he's too emotional, and already I know how that fight's gonna go. I'm gonna sleep that guy. He sucks at English. He's a buffoonus ignoramus.
He's nothing. He's nothing. He's scared. I will make him cry.
I'll pick him apart. He's a guy that I'll definitely jab, pick apart, catch him, and then knock him out. I'm gonna have fun with him. I'm gonna fucking roast him like a Sunday pig.
Second time in UFC history to have a men's title fight with an undefeated champion and undefeated challenger. Historically, what's the importance of this fight?
Yeah, no, I love these kind of fights. When you have two of the baddest dudes in the world, undefeated, in their prime, facing off for the world title, nothing gets better than this.
Over athletes from the media, is basically everyone in Poland is talking about your fight. How it does feel like 2 days before the event?
But I do want to take his head off, so that's part of the game.
Question for Izzy and Paolo. What were you guys just saying to each other while the other two were answering questions?
I said I like his earrings. He's beautiful. I think my mom has one very similar of his ring.
You wish your mom had one very similar. You wish your mom had one very similar.
Beautiful.
Shut the f before I become your stepdad.
Middleweight championship, Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa.
Black belt?
Yeah, I am.
And I have a head of the game, bro. You're gonna need that when you get downgraded.
I have a gift for you.
Boy, I'm gonna knock your ass out, bitch. Bitch, well, I'm gonna knock your ass out. What you gonna do?
Come on.
It's theatrics, don't worry. It's all theatrics. Yo, you get your time, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Live from UFC Fight Island in Abu Dhabi, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
For the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the World.
Fighter's gone over the rules in the back. There were no final questions from you, Blue. There were no final questions from you, Red. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Come out ready to fight.
The consensus greatest two middleweights in the world at present, Paulo Costa and Israel Adesanya. Costa closing in the plus 155 range. Israel Adesanya, the champion and the favorite, around minus 175. Adesanya is in the black and gold, befitting a champion.
Ooh, strong leg kick from Izzy to start.
Both men just so comfortable in a fight. Nice body kick lands for the Brazilian.
Check it, that's going to be there.
Adesanya super efficient here early on. Not at all surprised to see these two combatants jawing back and forth. Costa going hands behind his back earlier.
Does not mean they're not affecting him.
Costa closes the distance quickly there. And again, Adesanya putting in good work on that lead leg of Costa.
Chip at the legs, wear him down.
Brilliant. Adesanya in an outstanding striking flow early, moving brilliantly. First clinch situation doesn't last very long.
And Izzy looking really sharp here. Landing those leg kicks, sitting back, strikes.
But this does dovetail with what he said to us in our fighter meeting. No need to be anxious or fast early. 5 minutes down, round one for the champion. All right, here we go, round two. The Paulo Costa corner appeared to like the way he approached those 5 minutes.
And for Israel, he could do that all day. He could sit out here all day and attack those legs.
Head kick appeared to partially
amazing. Such a diverse striker in Israel Adesanya, but at some point, there's a beautiful body kick. There's another one. Oh, left hand switch stance there from Adesanya.
That one certainly appeared to land, but Costa was able to eat it.
This is not looking good for Paulo Costa. He's getting picked apart here in this fight.
Adesanya, who is firing on all cylinders tonight.
That gamemanship is slowing down a bit, John. Costa's got to commit, John, if he wants to stay in this fight. Has to, if he doesn't catch him in the meantime. But now, Sin to take risks and start going upstairs because now he's got Costa's attention so much. Ooh. And then he's out. And then he's going to go to the leg again. Oh! Knocked down for Adesanya! Costa trying to cover! That is it! Still undisputed! Quick night at the office for the champion
Still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.
He has left Anderson Silva, Kelvin Gastelum, Robert Whittaker, Yoel Romero, and now Paulo Costa in his wake. He wants to fight.
Energies don't lie. Your face can lie, numbers can even lie, but energy never lies. And I could feel him, and I knew that he wasn't about that life. His demeanor reminded me of any bully I've ever faced in my life. And I was saying, I got to take the bite out of the bully. I got to take the bite out of the bully. But I'm telling you, this fight was for you guys. And I was saying, I'm going to punch all my bullies in the face tonight. And guess what I did? Boom, right in the kisser. Man, it's crazy. Sometimes I just have to sit back and look. And I said I was going to shock the world and recreate history. Look what I did. Everything is just falling into place like I'm in a matrix.